get to slow down with reality. And with all of the TV commercials that came to a close a couple of weeks ago, it's time for families to come together and just forget about the static that maybe the national news can bring and just enjoy the holidays and for a good cause, too.
Nicely said. I think Alton does a lot well, but especially this. On this side of the river, I think life's, I don't know if it's a little richer, but time seems to be a little more valued a commodity here, and especially this time of year. So I am looking forward to the break. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to just sit back and just watch a little football, eat a little too much turkey. Okay, a lot too much turkey, but also just to be thankful for all that we have.
I second that motion, Senator. And coming up tonight, myself and Mike will have some conversations with the folks at Salvation Army. And as you guys know a little bit earlier, I've been battling this type of sinus cold thing. So
Thanks for being here tonight. I know it's not easy.
well, no, and I appreciate you because you are going to be steering the ship for me for a couple of interviews, and then we'll wrap it up together. But last year, you guys were the co-chairs.
Karen and I were the co-chairs last year, and it was such an honor to be part of that, I have to say. And and Karen's on the board now.
Yep.
And I'm going to be bringing Marquette volunteers down for the bell ringing at Schnucks, and volunteers from all over the region to be ringing bells. Actually, they already it's on the 16th of November. Walmart started its ringing campaign, and tomorrow it begins everywhere.
Well, and it's such a big need, especially this time of year. And, off camera, we were talking a little bit about just some of the surprises, like maybe I heard you say something about a card, wow, $10. For some parents, that's a big stretch. And for, even the average person. So right now, if it's tough for the average person, think about the need for others that are less
Well,
fortunate.
to be completely transparent, the conversation you're talking about, my wife and I had our 10th anniversary. November
Happy 10th.
7th.
I wanted
Thank
to bring
you.
it up just
Thank
to say
you.
happy 10th.
And I actually remembered CJ. I'm not bragging. Well, a little bit. So I go to check out. I'm buying a greeting card, and it's $9.78. I was like, what? And I was shocked, but then I thought that through. Like, okay, so what if you're just doing what you got to do, working 60 hours a week, and so is your spouse, to get food on the table, and everything else has increased that much?
Well, and that's why I really appreciate, all that you do in the community with this campaign too, because not a lot of, it's so hard to really think about that. And heck, Mike, I didn't think about that, not patronizing you
No, I'll be
until you
honest,
brought it up.
CJ, I was shocked. I guess I need to pay more attention.
All of us do,
Yeah.
With that being said, you're hearing the caroling going on behind us, and that's what Christmas is all about. Look at those little ones that are just, having the time of their life and waiting for Santa. The start of it is now underway in the preparation. So now, when you were a kid, even when I was a kid, I wanted an airsoft gun. That was like the big toy, And now it's, Santa's got to make a little bit more intricate toys.
That has to, so it has to have an app.
Yeah.
You need the Santa app, and then you go from there.
Well, why don't we do this? We'll dive into our first interview, and we'll come back with the Salvation Army. Mike will, and then I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes after that. But you're watching the 31st annual Christmas tree lighting in downtown Alton at Lincoln Douglas Square, right here on Riverbender.com, the Big Z. We'll be right back after this.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Inspiring her dreams and helping her pursue them. That's why we protect your house and your car, because we know they're the launching pad for their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. I'm Mike Roberts. I'm filling in for CJ, who is standing by and trying to get his voice back and fighting through what so many of us are, with the weather being what it is. It's a cold night, but it's a warm night. It's a chilly night, but we have the warmth of the presence of Captain Cassie with the Salvation Army. And we got to know each other very well last year,
Yes.
and that hasn't changed. But Cassie is basically the captain of the ship for the Salvation Army Tree of Lights campaign, but also for the effort for Salvation Army across all of Madison County. So first of all, let me shake your hand, sister.
Good to see you.
And I want to thank, on behalf of my wife Karen and I, we were the co-chairs last year, and I know Jim and Kathy Keller feel the same way. I just want to thank you and your husband Sean for all the hard work you do. It's invisible work. Most of us, even those of us who work so closely with you, you don't see everything you give up, from family time to work for folks who really need the help. But let's start there. When we were just getting ready to come on, I think everybody should know, one of the things we talked about was the increase in need. And it's a good news and unsettling news at the same time, because last year we went from something on the order of a 300
Yeah,
to now
375.
to 600.
Yeah.
Let's explain what the numbers are for, the increase, and Cassie, why.
Yeah. So last year we were able to help over 375 families, which was absolutely incredible that this community wrapped around. And this year, as we continue to do signups, we have seen that we have over 660 families this year, and it's so tough. I had the opportunity to talk to some of our families, and they were just sharing that they've got two jobs, just trying to make ends meet, and they just need a little bit of help.
One of the things that I wondered when you told me that was, well, is the need increasing, or are you just more efficient at reaching folks who need help?
That's a good point. I mean, like, that was one of the things that we did talk about, was the fact that families may start to feel more comfortable, know that they could trust us with their hearts and with their situation, and be able to better wrap around them, because it's never easy to ask for help. So I'm excited in a way that families in Madison County know that they can be seen and loved and wrapped around in a way that will make a big difference for their family.
And respected, Cassie. That's the thing that always impressed me, how respected folks feel when they come in, which I suppose opens up the door a little bit wider, and they're more comfortable coming to you. So when they come to you, what are they asking for, and what are you giving?
So it depends on what day it is. So on Mondays, we've been so blessed to work with Operation Food Search, and we are able to go around, like, to Schnucks and to Dollar General and a few other grocery stores, and bring back goods for families to come through and shop for what they need to help fill in the gap during the week. And then on Tuesday, or still on Mondays, we've got the pizza ministry, which is so crazy cool.
I love that, though.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we partner with Little Caesars, and they give us a bunch of pizzas that we are able to then share with those who come into the building. And it's become more than just a feeding program. Instead, it is an opportunity to provide food, just not for the stomach, but also for the heart and for the soul, to be able to be seen and have conversation. It has been incredible watching these relationships get built.
Is there still hope for the Hope House?
Oh, yes, there is. We are still chasing after that. We will be. That's not a fight that we're going to give up, because the reality is that we stay committed to wrapping around the.
And maybe people don't know what the Hope House aspires to be. What is that?
So the idea of the Hope House is continuing what we already have going, which is a scattered site model. And it's not a drop-in shelter, but it's a wrap-around program where men and women and families can come in and say, listen, I'm struggling right now. I found myself in a situation. Can you help me? And then we're able to provide budgeting classes and renters classes, and then different trauma classes, connecting with other resources throughout the county, giving the families exactly what they need to then make that next step.
You know, CJ and I were talking about just what an elegant display this Christmas tree brings, and how lovely a setting it is.
Yes.
Lots of Salvation Army Tree of Lights campaigns around the country, but I'm sure they'd envy this setting. But I know that folks have been ringing bells since the 16th of this month at Walmart, and tomorrow they start everywhere.
Yeah.
So make sure when you go to the Schnucks Godfrey or wherever the bells are, drop off $1 or 50 cents, or any contribution makes a difference. That's very visible. Yeah. How else do you go about getting funding?
So I have to tell you, I'm super excited this year. Walmart has decided to do a roundup program with us, which is so stinking amazing. And it goes all the way to Christmas Eve. And then Schnucks has agreed to do the roundup for us as well.
That is fantastic.
All the way up to Thanksgiving. Not to mention that throughout the year, we do what we call mail appeals, sending out to all of our donors all of the things that we've got going on and inviting them to join us.
Is it too early for a projection? I mean, do we have a snapshot of how things are going so far?
Yes. So actually, I asked my husband that before I jumped on, and he had shared with me that we are actually right on task where we were last year. So we're keeping the pace, which is amazing, especially this early on.
Well, Holy Spirit, fill our hearts. Thank you, Lord, for all
name.
of the hard work you do, Cassie.
Well,
and I know this is just the beginning, but we're off to a good start, and I'm so excited to see Jim and Kathy Keller
Oh, yeah.
so involved
Yes.
as the co-chairs this year.
Agreed.
All right, we're going to take a brief break, but we'll be right back. And just a heads up, it's kind of cold out there, so if you're headed that way,
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was going to make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com. Or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Allie, get over.
Welcome back to Lincoln Douglas Square on Riverbender.com, Roku TV. The co-chairs of the Salvation Army campaign this year. How are we doing to the Keller family?
Well, we're doing good. We even have 2 additional with us tonight, our grandchildren.
Are you ready for
Ryan and
Christmas?
Allie.
We're a +2 here.
What did you ask for Christmas? Do you have it yet? Do you have your idea yet? Your gift? Yes. What do you want?
A dirt bike.
Dirt bike? Santa's going to have to start working hard.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do you know what you
I don't think he has his license. He's not allowed to have one.
Do you know what you want for Christmas yet?
Gabby's dollhouse.
Really cool. Well, and you guys are so active in the community, and really just not to patronize you, but having you both on the show at different points in times. What's it mean to have this type of campaign going for the both of you?
It's a new experience for us both to be on the same chairmanship
Working
together.
yeah.
It's a
It's all
lot of
good.
like
It's all good.
business talking at home during dinner.
Who's the boss?
John.
No, we're having fun with it. But in all sincerity, it's something needed for the community.
Yeah.
The kettle donations cumulatively add up to quite a bit. Our goal this year is $422,000. And that helps support the Salvation Army programs, initiatives, services that are provided throughout the year, as well as this time of year that they give away more than 5,500 gifts to different families in need around the community.
Well, and you just hit it right on the head, and seeing all generations, all backgrounds coming together, listening to Christmas caroling, seeing Mr. and Mrs. Claus, but also on the flip side of that, speaking of those gifts, the families we aren't, necessarily thinking about right now, and those are the ones that need our help. And to lead such a powerful campaign, I mean, to me, that's one of those hair-raising moments,
It is. There's a lot of families that are struggling this time of year, and it's something you don't always think about because you're so busy with your own lives.
Right.
So it's important to give and be generous with what you can give.
Now, were there any Christmas traditions growing up in the Keller household?
Well,
oyster soup.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
used
old
to have
German
peanut butter and
tradition.
jelly.
You
He'd
gotta
have
do
the
that.
oyster stew.
You gotta do that.
And then take me through tonight. What are your guys' thoughts and feelings? I know that you guys come to the Christmas tree lighting. You've come for years. But what's it mean now in a different kind of format, being the co-chairs? Does it feel the same as always, or is there a little bit special feeling this year?
Well, no, it feels a little colder. Normally, we're down in the hole down here where you don't get the wind, but you're perched up here up top. This is okay.
That's all
They're
right.
gonna keep my sinuses going.
It's good. I mean, we're very privileged to have been asked to do this.
Absolutely.
And it's
And
kind of like
humble.
one of those Hallmark movies, you know.
You're
There's
100%
a Christmas tree lighting in every single Hallmark movie.
You're right. Well, and now how can we help you guys this Christmas season, this holiday season, by helping our community members too?
Well, you could every time you go by a kettle, hopefully you'll see someone and you can't pass it without dropping something in it. So,
Or just mention it.
Or do it yourself. Sign up
Right.
to ring.
Yeah.
Well, and before I let you go, you hear all the Christmas songs getting sung now. Which one's the go-to for you?
Oh, Ryan, what's my favorite Christmas song?
I don't know.
What are you going to do in your Christmas program? Who are you?
The little drummer boy.
Oh, the
little drummer boy.
That's
There you
my
go.
favorite.
That's one of my
the little
favorites
drummer
too.
boy.
John, do you have
Yeah.
one?
Jingle bells. How
Jingle
about
bells. What's your favorite Christmas song?
that? I don't know.
Rudolph, there you
That's
go.
a good one. Yeah.
With that being said, we'll let you guys get back to it because there's still so much more to do. We'll come back with more for you at Lincoln Douglas Square right after this on Riverbender.com, Roku TV, and anywhere you're watching this.
Thank you.
We protect your house and your car because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
I just got a new air conditioner. top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was going to make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back. We are at the tree lighting ceremony in downtown Alton. CJ Nasello, Mike Roberts, and just another great tree lighting ceremony.
It's so beautiful. I'll tell you, the kids just make it.
Yep.
But everybody's worked so hard to put this together. And I just want to thank all the folks working downtown who made this happen. We're very grateful.
Well, and before we get into the Salvation Army component, a couple of days ago, a man named Dan joined me on the show and was talking about their program, Deck the Town. And Deck the Town was all about the storefronts decorating their businesses and competing in a competitive way, but just to get into the spirit of Christmas. And the more that you have those kind of hallmark moments, those are the morale boosters that get you through the year.
It's a visual that stays with you, and I love the shape of Alton. So you can cut, for instance, where we are, you go right down the hill,
right?
You see all of that. I don't know. There's a inner warmth. I don't mean to be too sentimental.
You're
There's
right.
I was like, this is really nice.
Well, and honestly, the Salvation Army, what Cassie and what Sean have done, and just hearing how they've grown these programs.
Could I just sing the praises
Please.
of Cassie and Sean Gray? They're very hardworking. They've got a daughter about ready to go off to college. She's a senior in high school now, but she'll be going off to college next. She's just brilliant, and she gets that from her mom and dad. But they're the face of the Salvation Army in all the best possible ways. They work non-stop, CJ.
Yeah.
And they have really made this an exceptional program. One of the most remarkable things that Karen and I, who were last year's co-chairs, it took away from it was just, well, how blessed we are to have them as our leaders.
Well, and especially, I started off a little bit, reiterating your story that you were mentioning before we came on the air. And they've had to navigate the Salvation Army and help all these children in a time when a lot of people are not, having the best success.
Well, just to give you an idea. So I went down, they had this wonderful program where families come in and they can pick out 6 toys. So I was there to help shepherd families through. I was so blown away by how many people are working 50, 60 hours a week. Probably the spouse is doing the same thing. And they need just a little bit to make this Christmas a little bit nicer. So first of all, that Cassie and Sean are able with the Salvation Army resources to make that happen. But secondly, the need, and I'll retell that story. I mean, just how much more expensive a simple greeting card that, in my mind, was going to cost maybe $2.50. It's
For the
$10.
expensive one, yeah.
So if everything has gone up 4-fold, 5-fold.
Well, and what I think's even more special about the Salvation Army and that component of it is seeing who makes up the board too.
Yeah.
And knowing that it's all different walks of background in life in our community. And Mike, I think that's what makes the Salvation Army and the Red Candle Campaign successful, is that diversity.
That's a great point. People are quick to roll their sleeves up here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, and now as we're getting ready to watch the ceremony of this, you were a part of the sights and sounds of it last year. What's the difference of being on stage than observing it?
Well, when you're up there, there's a sort of vibe you get from the people that are there with you, and it's like we just became family. I don't know how it happened. We just became family, and you're so close that I felt the freedom to tell some really bad jokes. And I got laughter that I know I did not deserve.
I was one of them,
No.
Well, and honestly, what I love too is, it seems like everyone's working hard this year, and the mayor's getting ready to turn the lights on this tree.
First of all, that the mayor comes.
It's
Isn't
so
that cool?
It's like the coolest part of it. Yeah.
Mayor Goyce is pretty funny.
He is. He might have some better jokes.
Another soul who's just everywhere. Do we have 3 or 4 of these guys? Is he able to bilocate? Because he's just everywhere. And he has, I'm just a fan.
Well, and I'm just, honestly, I'm just a fan of our region. And I mean, you hit it, and you've covered so many things too across the river and with what you do in media, of our community coming together in times of crisis. When people, who someone is at their worst. You see their character, and our character shines through in the best ways
Can
possible.
I just say, I'm a Detroit kid. I grew up in the Motor City. But when I got to St. Louis in 1990, I felt like, well, this is just where I belong. And I came over to Alton in let's see, 2014. Had the same feeling. I love this larger community, but I just I feel like I grew up here in Alton. I know I didn't because my dad worked for General Motors up in Detroit, and that's where I was. But I love it here.
Well, and honestly, that's what everyone I've talked to that's like, we call them newer arrivals. You know, they're business owners that come in. You know,
I'm a newer arrival.
Well, not you. No, you planted
I'm
yourself and
21st
earned it. Yeah, no,
century.
you've made it into. You're just tried and true. But you know, the folks that moved in here from even 5 and even 10 years ago, how that's the first thing they say is we were welcomed.
Yeah.
You know, and just like tonight, no matter who you are coming down here, you got Mr. and Mrs. Claus greeting you and your kiddos. And you know, I gotta say, Mike, this was the only time I've won, only place I've ever won anything. It was
really?
a Spider-Man scooter in 2009, and I will never forget it. Never forget it. I haven't won since.
Well, there's no bitterness there.
No,
or
no,
maybe a little,
a tiny bit. And you know, as it gets going tonight, before I let you go, Mike, we send you guys off to the stage. What's your favorite part of Christmas? Is it the family? Is it the food? Is it the tradition? What is it for you?
I really do think. Well, for me, as a good Catholic, and it's Christ coming into the world. But
yeah,
I love the fact that really we take time to just spend time with our families. That's and Jesus, Mary, and Joseph were a family. We're just an extension of that. And so that we slow down beginning at Thanksgiving and rush a little bit, but then even more so at Christmas. I guess that's my favorite thing, CJ.
Absolutely. And you hit it right on the head for me, too. That's it. And honestly, my favorite part, the reason I really wanted to come back to the Riverbend and doing a show are events like this, where, you know, it's great to, you know, do the things over across the river on the airwaves, but to be here in the hometown and seeing your neighbors and folks you've never met become your friends here, that's the coolest part of this.
Well, you walk away from these microphones and you bump into 20 people who are your neighbors, and they're here to support you.
Well, and then it's like, do I even want to go back to the microphone, or do I want to go hang out with my friends?
Yeah. The job calls, and with that camera on and these mic slides, there's no place to hide. But I get your point.
Well, and Mike, thank you so much for always joining me on this.
CJ, thank you.
Love chatting with you, and thanks for manning the helm for me and helping us get through this. But all of you that can't make it out, maybe it was a little too chilly or you just were busy, take in the sights and sounds of this on the stage, because these folks work hard. And if you see those red kettlers out there ringing the bell, drop a quarter, drop whatever you have, and let's make sure that we all deserve all get the Christmas we deserve, because it really isn't a privilege, it's a right.
Everything makes a difference.
Yeah, you're right. And so with that being said, before we take a quick break, Christmas season in the 6.8 has officially started. CJ Nasello, Mike Roberts right here on Riverbender Roku, the Big Z, everywhere you've watched this tonight. More coverage for you, but I'll say so long and Merry Christmas for now, and I'll see you live on Monday. But more coverage of this great event continues next.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, Visit altontoyota.com or stop at their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Inspiring her dreams and helping her pursue them. That's why we protect your house and your car, because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. American Family Insurance.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was going to make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to
and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working around the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious,
who's ready to light up the tree? Okay, kids only, kids only. Who's ready to light up the tree? Let me hear you. You ready? Don't raise your hand. The mayor's job, he has to flip the switch, so he'll do that in just a second, all right? Welcome to the 31st annual community tree lighting here at Lincoln Douglas Square. My name is Mark Ellerbach from Big Z Radio, just up the hill from us here. Thanks for being here tonight. Hopefully you're dressed warm, and we'll try to get through this and introduce you all to the important folks that are making this all possible tonight. Chris Miller is our first speaker tonight. He's the president of Alton Main Street. Let's hear it for Chris.
Hello, everybody. So Sarah was kind enough to script me. You're welcome. Good evening. I'm Chris Miller, president of Alton Main Street, and our organization would like to remind all of you this holiday season, it's more important than ever to rally around small businesses that make Alton thrive. Please shop local as you check loved ones off the holiday list. And remember, the gift certificates from local retailers and restaurants make great gifts. You can find a helpful business directory at downtownalton.com, downtownalton.com, downtownalton.com. Alton Main Street thanks our sponsors for making tonight's community traditions possible. The City of Alton, Mr. Mayor, Simmons Hanley Conroy, Alton Works, First Mid-American Credit Union, Imperial Manufacturing, BJC Alton Memorial Hospitals, Cairo One Wellness Centers, Sam's Pawn Shop, Alton Community Federal Credit Union, the Cookie Factory Bakery and Cafe, Marquette Catholic High School, John and Kathy Keller, Shepherd Morgan and Schwab, the Salvation Army, thank you. Alton Godfrey Rotary Club, thank you. OSF St. Anthony's Health Center. We also thank all of our local media outlets for their support with spreading the word about this event and all the other great things happening in downtown Alton. Riverbender.com, The Telegraph, the big WBJZ, and The Advantage. Thanks, everybody. Are you next? You got this?
All right, there we go. Well, we want to part of the tradition here. If this is your first time here, we have our speakers from Alton Main Street. We'll hear from the Salvation Army in just a second and the Alton Godfrey Rotary Club. But we also have a traditional blessing of the tree. And with us tonight to do that is Reverend Nate now from the Universal Life Church Monastery. And so we'll have him come on up and do that.
Evening, everyone. I realize that I am not the usual that you'd see up here. My apologies. I hope I can make it work good for you. What a joy is it to gather here tonight in Lincoln Douglas Square, surrounded by friends, family, and neighbors. My name is the Reverend Nathaniel Naw, and as he said, I am here representing the church, the Universal Life Church Monastery. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. It's been a while. And the Church of the Latter-day Dude, or Dudism, if you're into the whole brevity thing. As we come together to celebrate this beautiful season, let us take a moment to reflect on the spirit of unity and hope that this time of year brings to all of us. As we stand with each other before this magnificent Christmas tree, adorned with lights and ornaments, we are reminded of the light that each of us carries within. This tree, a symbol of life and renewal, invites us to embrace the warmth of community and the joy of togetherness. It stands very tall, just as we do, rooted in our shared values of love, kindness, and compassion. In a world that sometimes can seem very divided, this season encourages us to come together, to celebrate our differences, and to find common ground. Whether we gather to celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the winter solstice, Yule, Bodhi Day, or Festivus, we are all united in our desire for peace, joy, and connection. As the renowned astronomer Carl Sagan once said, we are all made of star stuff. We are all a way for the universe to know itself. This profound thought reminds us that we're all connected, and not just to each other, but the universe itself. Each of us is a unique expression of the universe, and together we all create the beautiful tapestry we call life. For those of you celebrating Christmas, we reflect on the message of love and hope that the birth of Jesus Christ brings. His teachings remind us to love one another, to care for the marginalized, and to seek peace in our hearts and communities. During Hanukkah, we learn about the miracle of the oil that lasted 8 days, teaching us about resilience and the importance of faith in times of adversity. Kwanzaa emphasizes the principle of ujima, or collective work and responsibility, reminding that we're all stronger together. The winter solstice and Yule celebrate the return of light, symbolizing hope and renewal, encouraging us to embrace the cycles of life. On Bodhi Day, we reflect on the Buddha's enlightenment, which teaches us the importance of mindfulness, compassion, and the pursuit of wisdom. And finally, because I said it earlier, let's not forget Festivus, a lighthearted celebration that reminds us to take a break from the commercialism that unfortunately has befallen this whole season. It encourages us to gather with friends and family to air our grievances and to appreciate the humor in our lives. After all, sometimes laughter is the best way to bring people together. Tonight, as we bless this tree, let us also bless one another. Take a moment to think of those who might be struggling at this time, those who may feel alone or in need of a little extra light in their lives. May we extend our hands and our hearts to them, offering support, understanding, and love. As we light this tree, let it serve as a beacon of hope. Each light represents the goodness that exists in our communities and the potential for brighter days ahead. Just as the lights illuminate the darkness, may we also strive to bring light to the lives of others in our actions and words. Let's remember that the true spirit of this season lies not in the gifts we exchange, but in the love we share. It is in the laughter of children, the warmth of a shared meal, and the kindness of a stranger that we find the essence of what it means to be human. As the mayor comes up soon to flip that comically huge switch, let us do so with hearts full of gratitude and joy. Let's celebrate the beauty of our community, the diversity of our traditions, and the strength of our unity. May this tree remind us to shine brightly and individually in our own lives and to encourage others to do the same. Together, let's all create a tapestry of love and a light that will carry us through this season and beyond. Now, let's bless this tree. May it stand as a symbol of hope, joy, and unity for all that gather here tonight and for all who pass in the days to come. Thank you. May your hearts be filled with peace and joy this holiday season.
Wonderful words. Thank you very much. All right, so we would have this really awkward gathering if there was no tree here, just looking at the flagpoles. So we have to recognize those who put this tree up and made it all possible, the volunteers with the Alton Godfrey Rotary Club. And their president this year is Donna Bemis. She's going to say a few words here. Let's hear for Donna.
Wow, this is tall. Okay. Merry Christmas, everyone. Doesn't it feel like Christmas tonight? Like he said, I'm Donna Bemis. I'm president of the Alton Godfrey Rotary Club, and our volunteers spent 2 days putting this tree together, guys. It is a work of love from their heart, and it's 30 years this year. 30 years we've been doing this for our community. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for your support that we get from you anytime we call upon you to support one of our endeavors and help us raise funds for our community. And we appreciate you all so very much. So yeah, tonight, I know it's not Thanksgiving yet, but it feels like Christmas tonight. So in a few minutes, the mayor's going to flip a switch and this beautiful tree is going to light up. So may love be in your heart for the next 6 months of this year. And enjoy your holiday, enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your families, and I hope it's beautiful and full of love. Thank you.
Thanks, Donna, very much. You may notice there are some things being collected up here by the statues. We traditionally ask you to bring canned goods, non-perishable food items. There's some other boxes up here, too, and Tom Blair's here from Imperial Manufacturing here in town to kind of explain the project they're doing and who they're working with. So, Tom, come on up.
Good evening, everybody. It's really my pleasure to be here with you tonight to kick off the celebration of this season of giving. At Imperial Manufacturing Group, we're very proud of what we've gathered here to tonight for a giving for a lot of people who may not be as fortunate as us, and we're trying to do more and more in the community as time goes on. We're celebrating our 17th year in Alton, and we're very proud of the fact that we're growing and we're able to do more and more for the community. Actually, to the point where we kind of kicked off a formal program that Angela Cruz, our HR generalist, is in charge of, and we call it the IMG Gives Back program. And we're involved in Alton School District. We collect, we We have events during the year where we have a cornhole tournament where everybody pays to get in it. We do different things. We car washes. We've done sock programs for veterans. We do a lot for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. We've established a program with them, a partnership where we build beds and help out. And actually, all this is bedding that will go along with some of the beds that we built. And it's not only the building of the beds that we've tried to help with, but they also deliver the beds to the houses and set them up. And the warmth that they feel when they go to these houses, and these kids sometimes that don't have a bed end up with something that I know when I've talked to Angela personally about it, it's really gratifying when they see the smiles on these kids' faces when they've got their own bed. So in and of that, we're trying to do more and more as time goes on, and it has gathered a lot of momentum, and a lot of that's due to our employees. They've expressed more and more interest in trying to help in the community. And we as a major employer in this area are more than happy to help out. So with that, we're dedicating all this bedding, like I said, to Sleep in Heavenly Peace. And I hope that we can just do more and more as time goes on when it comes to being involved in the community. We're very proud to be here. And I know I've got a small group of people that I work with here that feel the same way. I speak for our entire community down at IMG when I say that we couldn't be happier about being here tonight with you and kicking off this giving season. So I appreciate it, and you all have a great holiday season.
Thank you, Tom, and everyone here, the employees and others from Imperial. We appreciate that. A lot of generous folks in this community, as you all know. And our next speakers will speak to that. Sean and Cassie Gray are our local captains for the Salvation Army Madison County Corps. Cassie's here tonight, and Sean's right there too. Hi, Sean. And Cassie's up on stage. Also, the co-chairs this year, John and Kathy Keller, will talk about kicking off their Red Kettle campaign here for 2024. So come on up.
Hi, friends. I'm so excited. Oh, hi, Princess. I'm so excited to see you guys. And man, talk about those kiddos just taking it away. They did so good. They've been working so hard to share with you all that they've learned tonight. So great job, guys. I'm so proud of you. And I am so excited to introduce you to our Christmas chairs. We have got John and Kathy Keller with their two precious grandbabies. So without further ado, the Kellers.
Thank you very much. First of all, these are two of our 5 grandchildren, and in the Keller family, we start volunteering in the community pretty early. So we're pretty proud of these two little ones that they're here to ring the bell tonight. John?
Okay. Well, thank you for attending tonight. The 31st year or 30th? Who's the historian out here? Okay, nobody. 30th year. Okay. I'd like to thank the Rotary Club, though, for purchasing initially the tree out here. They take it down every year. They put it back up. And Main Street for hosting. So thank you all for being here as well, because it's not exactly warm out there. And so we're going to be real brief. It's important at this time of year to remember for some families, Christmas season can be a struggle. As we reflect on our blessings, let's not forget that through the course of the year, you can make a difference in our community. The Salvation Army fills a great need in our community. Please help reach our 2024 goal of $422,000 in the Red Kettle campaign this year. Yeah, I know it sounds like a lot, but with everybody contributing, it'll be wonderful. This goes towards the operations, the programs and services in Madison County for the Salvation Army throughout the course of the year, but specifically it serves through the year 375 families and provides Christmas baskets, and last year more than 5,500 gifts for people in need.
As John said, thank you for coming tonight. This is a time of year we like to lend a helping hand to those in need. And a shining example of that is the Salvation Army. I mean, look at this. I mean, they've done all of this and they do so much more. So they're a pretty shining example. We encourage all of you to take a moment to think about how you can share your time and your generosity. Whether ringing the bells for the Red Kettle campaign is a family tradition, or possibly a club or organization's annual event, or maybe you'd like to start a new family tradition this year and ring the bells. So let's gather around this beautiful tree and light it up with a spirit of giving. Thanks to all of you for being here. And here's to a joyful season and a successful Red Kettle campaign. The Kettle campaign will continue now until the end of December 24th. So there's a lot of time, a lot of effort to be giving. Thank you.
They're ready to go and ready to ring. All right. So again, a couple of reminders. Thanks again to the Salvation Army and St. Anthony's for providing the refreshments. They'll still be here for a little while longer if you need another cup of coffee or hot chocolate. I think it's hot chocolate and cookies. The trolley will still be going around to about 7:30 tonight, taking you back downtown near 3rd and Bell. So they'll be going from here, there to there till about 7:30. And I think we said everything we need. So thanks for coming. Wait. Oh. Okay, just kidding. Finally, you ready for Light the Tree? Yes! My pleasure to introduce the mayor of Alton, Mr. David Goins, to help light the tree.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Oh, my God. Give yourselves a hand. This is such a wonderful event. Just a beautiful time of the year. Just a beautiful spirit. Just thank everyone for putting this awesome event together and coming out and braving this cold weather. And I just can't think of a better place to be right now in this time, just celebrating the holiday season, kicking off the holiday season. So I wonder if there's any kids. I want some kids to come and help me count this thing down. Any kids? Come on, kids. Come on. Let's go. All right, we're here. No, we're going to do it. I will come down here. You want to come on up? No, we'll come out. Yes, sir. All righty. We're going to count down to 10, and I want all these kiddos to help me count down, okay? Are we ready, everybody, to count down? We're going to start at 10. Ready? Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light that tree! Yay! Yeah.
Nailed it, sir.
Awesome. All right. You're welcome to stay as long as you need to take a few photos and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks again to the Salvation Army. Make sure you go to registertoring.com and sign up. Santa and Mrs. Claus are still here. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thanks to all of our